Hey guys, and welcome back to another GCSE Maths Grade 9 exam question. And today we've got a question involving surds here. We're doing 1 divided by 1 plus 1 over the square root of 2. And we have to show that this can be written as 2 minus root 2. So this was a 3-mark question. And they don't really give you much to go with off this question. You've just got to show that this expression here can be also expressed in this form. So what do we know we can do with surds? Well, the big thing here, and hopefully it sort of jumps out at you, is that we need to rationalise. Now there's a couple of ways you can actually do this. The way I'm going to show is probably not the method that's shown on the marker scheme, but it does work, and it's probably a bit more of a, I don't know, a fancier way of doing it. So let's have a go at doing it. So straight away we need to look at rationalising this expression here on the left. Now, 1 plus 1 over the square root of 2. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to rationalise this here, this 1 over root 2. So if we rationalise this, what we're going to get? So 1 over root 2. Well, I'd times through by root 2, right? So 1 times root 2 is going to be root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is just 2. So that's my new expression. So what we're doing now is 1 divided by 1 plus root 2 over 2. Okay, and now we're going to rationalise here. This is what we're rationalising with. So now, because it's an expression where it's 1, well, it's just a number plus or minus an expression involving a surd. Remember, we multiply by the conjugate. So that means you change the sign when you multiply. So what we're going to do now is we're going to times it by the opposite sign. So because it's plus here, 1 plus, we're going to times it by the negative of this. So what we mean is that when we rationalise it, it's going to be 1 times 1 minus square root of 2 divided by 2. And then similarly with the denominator, we're going to times this by the conjugate again. So it's going to be 1 plus root 2 over 2 times 1 minus. And now all we need to do is simplify from here. So the numerator is nice and easy. 1 times 1 is just 1. 1 times minus root 2 divided by 2 is just going to be the minus of it. So it's minus root 2 divided by 2. So straight away we're not really looking too much like this, but let's keep going, see what we end up with. So let's simplify the denominator. So remember guys, the reason why we times by the conjugate is so that we express this as a difference of 2 squares, and it eliminates the surd here in the denominator. So 1 times 1 is just 1. So we're just expanding this using your regular method for double brackets. 1 times minus root 2 divided by 2. So that'd be minus root 2 over 2, which is this. And then if we do plus root 2 divided by 2 times plus 1, that'll give me the positive of it. So minus root 2 divided by 2 plus root 2 divided by 2, that'll just be 0. So they cancel. So we can ignore the middle terms, and then root 2 divided by 2 times negative root 2 divided by 2. What's that going to be? So remember, when you times the surds together like we did here, root 2 times root 2, that becomes 2. So this is going to be minus 2. So root 2 times negative root 2 is minus 2, divided by 2 times 2, so minus 4, like that. So I got 1 minus a half here, 2 divided by 4. So this becomes 1 minus root 2 divided by 2 divided by a half. So now we've got to simplify this last bit, and we're not too far off this. You know, we've got a 1 here, they've got a 2, we've got minus root 2 divided by 2, they've got divided by 2. So now we just need to simplify this very last bit here. So we're dividing by a half. So remember, dividing by a half is the same as timesing by 2. So if we times everything by 2 now, so the denominator is just going to cancel, right? Now think about what happens with the numerator as well. So if we did 1 times 2, so what we've got now actually is this. So it's 2 times 1 minus root 2 divided by 2, like this. So if we simplify this now, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times negative root 2 divided by 2, so the 2's will just cancel there. So that 2, cross that with that 2 equals minus root 2. Have we got there? Yeah, 2 minus root 2, exactly the same, so perfect there. Job done, nice and easy.